Hey friends, so I guess the name of the game this week is Multitasking, but things just happened so fast this week. I just went grocery shopping and I'm about to make dinner. I found this all natural, no stir coconut almond butter. I'm having a really hard time multitasking. Do you hear that? The neighbor is using a chainsaw. One update this week is that I got my new phone and it's amazing and beautiful, and I just stare at it and this chainsaw. I'm just realizing that I have this facing me, but it's also very distracting. And Dora, as you mentioned, I find myself just looking at myself and then I try and look at the camera and then I look at myself. So I'm gonna try and flip this. Some of you guys are on this fridge. Anna. Oh, I have Polaroids from our trip to the cabin, so I should put them up here. But here's some friends. Okay. A couple things that I have been thinking about this week. One, like I said, I got my new phone. I love it. Really excited about that. I kind of have gotten out of the habit of taking pictures because I didn't have the ability to do it except for with my front-facing camera. So I'm excited to get back to, as you guys have mentioned a couple times, just kind of having a way to, what's the word you used? Archive this time in my life. That's not journaling, because another thing that I had written down that I wanted to just kind of chat about or discuss was how journaling used to be such a vital part of what I considered my routine with God. I read a portion of scripture and journaled every night from 8th grade up until, like 2009, after I graduated and was in Texas for a year, is when it first kind of started to fall off a little bit. But then especially since Zach and I got married, because I used to just do it every night before I went to bed, and then that routine obviously changed, adding another human into my bed, and he falls asleep really fast, so it's not a matter of not being able to do it. I don't know, kind of got out of the routine, and that coincided with kind of hearing a message of grace and understanding that I think this kind of ties into what you were talking about, Anna. Not doing things unless you can succeed, I think, is kind of, that goes along with being extremely type A and perfectionist, and I see that in myself a lot. I think in friendships, like you were talking about with that girl, like if you don't try, you can't fail, so there's some sort of safety and comfort in that, and I see that pattern in my life in a lot of different things. I don't remember how that was tying back to journaling. Oh yeah, being type A, very type A and perfectionist. I had this view in my mind that if I did X, Y, and Z, and some of those X, Y's, and Z's were journaling and praying and reading my Bible every night, then God would, fill in the blank. I felt like I was doing my part, and that was my check or my gold star on my chart, and then that meant that God would see me as a good student and that God would answer my prayers or something, which, saying that out loud and understanding it like that, that obviously wasn't something that I thought of. It was just a subconscious thing, but evaluating it more, I realized how I was kind of operating in that, if I do this, then God will do that. But I think that God is so much bigger than that, and I don't think that's how God works anymore. So, switching gears a little bit, my boss bought me a passion planner. It's a planner designed to help you reach goals. And one of the other things I've been thinking about this week is that I sat down to work on these goals. The first page of the journal says if this piece of paper were magic and it would like if whatever you write on this piece of paper in the next 5 minutes were to come true, like what would you envision your life to be? And I got really intimidated by that, and felt kind of paralyzed as far as like I don't really know what I don't know. And I think part of it is that I'm in a season where the next season that I like would be dreaming about or planning for within the next 5 years includes scary big things like children and things that always have felt so far away but now like realistically are a lot closer, and that is slightly terrifying and exciting at the same time. So this week I've been thinking a lot about goals and how can I set small goals to get me where I want to go, and how do I even figure out like where I want to go. And I think again that goes back to some of that perfectionism and type A-ness in myself. I just said A-ness. Type A mentality that I have, where I don't want to write down a goal unless I know I can accomplish it, because I think I'm terrified of failure, and need to still continue to learn that trying things and failing is okay, and it's okay to make mistakes and be a human, because I don't think I allow myself much grace for that. I hope it's not really annoying that I'm peeling during this whole thing. What else? You guys your videos have been so amazing, and I want to just respond to all of them, and like more than just in the comments, but then I feel like my video would be so long, and I think I'm just realizing like these videos don't have to be a place where I process everything or have all these thoughts together, but I can just share them with you, and maybe I'm learning something about myself right now as I say that, because in friendships I feel like I should be put together, or that I should have answers. Again, not allowing myself grace in the process. So, thanks for being a place where I can be a human. Anna, you're going to Kanye tonight. Hope you have fun. Dora and Rachel, I've been thinking about Hamilton a lot this week because Hamilton Chicago opens tonight. They've been in previews up until now, and tonight is opening night, and I follow all of them on Instagram. So seeing all their Instagrams and their snaps makes me really, really excited. Anna, if you haven't listened to Hamilton yet, I don't know if you're into musical theater, but it's amazing. I think that's it. Here's some clips from my week. Love you guys.
Keep on fighting in the meantime, non-stop.
I'll wait a little longer while we are getting stronger. I know it's taking the time.